Finding people to hike with can be hard.
It is. It actually is difficult.
It
takes a little bit to grow your circle of backpacking buddies.
And some people are into drinking, some people aren't. Some people bring guns, some people aren't into that. So it can be pretty difficult.
Yep. Some people like chairs.
Yes, some people bring chairs, some people don't. Some people like to crush smiles, some people don't. So our friends over at Art of the Trek have come up with a great way to help you find the ideal people for you to hike with. So check out buddies.artofthetrek.com. We'll put a link down in the description.
Interesting.
You can go there. You can give them some information. They'll find people for you to hike with, people that are into what you're doing.
It's kind of like social media for backpacking, maybe?
It's kind of like Match.com for backpackers. Not really. Now, obviously, during these pandemic times, we're practicing good social distancing, but you can still go there, sign up, and they'll still start collecting information and finding great people for you to hike with. Well, at least I suck at a bunch of stuff.
You suck at a lot of this stuff.
All right. Today's video, we're stuck in this coronavirus lockdown crisis.
Yep.
So
people want more talking heads.
We're in the new studio now. We thought it'd be a good time to do some self-reflection.
Yeah, we'll give everybody a break from Bryce's rain jacket videos.
Yeah, Bryce. And the rain killed?
Yeah.
God, Bryce, you could do
2
better than
videos?
that. Yeah. He's got Patreon now.
I know.
All those patrons they want more rain content.
Yeah, they want more rain content.
We are talking backpacking things we suck at. Yep. More likely, a better title would be backpacking things we're not good at and we think we want to get better at.
Yeah, we have opportunities.
Yeah, they're not weaknesses, they're opportunities. So the first one doesn't apply to Andy, it applies to me, but I suck at tying knots.
Yes, you do.
I know one knot. It's the bunny ears knot. It's a square knot.
I don't know if you call it a square knot, but
it's a bunny ears knot.
You can go like this twice and it'll stop.
Yeah, it's good. And then my bear bag around the tree is I just wrap it a bunch and then tuck it in there. That works.
Yeah. Dutchware has spoiled the backpacking community by preventing everybody from learning how to do knots because it creates all this great stuff.
Yeah, that's true. We're babied.
Yeah.
So knots, I suck at knots. I want to get better at them.
Yep.
Put that on the list of things to work on in 2020.
Right.
The next couple items I believe we both could get better at.
Yeah, we don't have the proper tools though for this.
Yes, so the next two generally revolve around like wood
processing.
So we suck at batoning wood.
Yeah, it's we suck at it because we don't
do it.
Yeah, well, I shouldn't even say we hardly don't do it. We don't do it.
We don't do it. We've never done it.
Well, backpacking with Jason showed us a few times.
Yeah, but it's something that we definitely could get better at, and something.
I see the advantages.
I see definitely in inclement weather, batoning that wood and getting to the resin on the inside does make things a lot easier.
I just haven't figured out how I'm gonna baton wood with my razor blade.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. You could baton like feather sticks with it.
Because I'm not gonna carry like a 2-pound heavily thick steel knife that can handle this. I'm just not going to do it. So
yeah,
that's why we'll just invite people to come with us.
That can do it for us.
Like backpacking with Jason.
Yeah,
you can come with us anytime.
Yeah, you just have to process wood.
Yeah,
taking Sam's role. The next one kind of is related, but it's kind of in general just using an axe.
Yeah, axe, hatchet. It's just like
there's axe craft.
Yeah, there's all those sweet videos of bushcrafters on YouTube of doing all sorts of cool stuff with hatchets and axes. I've just never had experience with that, nor do I own a nice Swedish axe or hatchet or anything.
Right.
And just have zero experience with it. Not sure I'd carry. I mean, definitely overnight. For fun,
overnight,
processing
I think it's
wood.
yeah.
I'm not carrying an axe or a hatchet on a normal trip, but I respect people that do, and I think it's pretty cool if you can use that pretty efficiently without killing yourself.
Yeah, it is cool. I know Andy brings a saw that gets the job done, but axe craft and woodcraft and axe craft, I think we suck at and we can get better at.
Yep.
All right, the next one, I think you're probably better at this than me. I never do it, but we're talking about an old school navigation. So no GPS, no phone, maybe not even a map. Maybe I'm talking compass.
I'm pretty good at that.
Yeah, I just don't do it at all anymore. You know, I bring a paper map rarely now, usually because we usually have multiple people with multiple GPS systems, so there's just no reason to. Now, when I went out solo, I brought a paper map. I never had to use it. Navigating with a paper map, I think, is not. If you're on established trails, it's not difficult. But I mean, more like reading the sun and like compass stuff, and more like
reading the sun and
orienteering.
Yeah.
Orienteering.
I mean, I don't know. I can navigate with a compass pretty efficiently, and
it's something we
use
never
it compared to a map.
Yeah, I've just never done it, I guess.
Okay.
So something to get better at.
Yeah.
The next one's a fun one. So
I'm trying to see it.
this is something I used to be pretty good at when I was in the tennis sector.
Okay.
But reading weather patterns. It's a good skill to have.
I know it is.
It's a very good skill to have, especially when you're backpacking.
But here's the thing, like sure, it's nice to know that, hey, at like 3 or 4 o'clock, we're going to get a heavy downpour. But like on our serious trips, like the weather is what it is. And there's not much you can do about it. But like, I guess if you're like climbing mountain passes and stuff like that.
You're in the mountains and stuff, definitely.
But, and then I oftentimes find like the weather changes so quickly that like stressing over it for certain situations. But like, obviously, like if you're going to be like summiting a peak and it's going to thunderstorm all day, probably want to rethink that decision.
I mean, I also mean like I wish I could see some clouds and like just know what the weather's gonna be, like that kind of stuff.
Oh, you're talking about like looking at the clouds.
Well, I'm talking about just being able to anticipate the weather based on the conditions you're in now and knowing what that might mean for like if storms are coming in, if pressure's dropping, if like it's gonna hail, that kind of stuff. Because it's good. It's a skill.
You know, we should just find another backpacker who's good at meteorology and just bring them.
I know, that's what I really mean. Meteorologic skills is really mean.
Okay.
So definitely something that it's just kind of a cool thing I wish I was better at.
Yeah.
Next thing, I think you're probably better at this than me.
I for sure am.
Just general gear repair / sewing. I think just gear repair. And I guess mainly that's sewing, but not. But something I just never have had to do.
Oh. I know how to. I mean, I know. Like,
I can sew, but
I mean, I know like the basic sewing stitches that you would use to like repair things.
Yeah, I just like general gear repair and maybe a higher level of knowledge on like expert maintenance of gear. I don't know. I don't know that much about it other than just baby it and take care of it.
Right.
So I don't know. So just general gear repair. Next one. So I would say this applies to both of us, but advanced fire starting skills.
Well, okay, hold on a second. Like, easy there. It's not that we don't know how to start like fire with like.
I'm talking like bow drill. I'm talking like that kind of stuff.
Okay, I've never made a bow drill. I've never done any of that stuff. But like,
do you wish you knew how to make fires in a more expert way?
I wouldn't call a bow drill an expert way.
Just the same, that kind of stuff.
It's really inefficient compared to a Bic lighter.
Yeah, it is.
So you're like talking like a lot of these concepts. You're talking about like the romanticism of like using a bow drill.
No, and just like skills,
batoning wood.
Like kind of like emergency skills. A lot of these are emergency skills, like reading weather, starting a fire in inclement conditions, knots, repair. A lot of these fall under that.
Yeah.
In worst case, in best case conditions, you don't need to know any of this stuff. But I think I personally would like to get better at it, at some of it.
Yeah. No, I think when it comes to like starting a fire without fire starters, I think we would be successful at that. We're just lazy. So.
Yeah, and then the second part of that was fire starting in general in harsh conditions. But I think we've probably gotten a little better at that.
Yeah,
we just cheat more.
No, it's all about just forcing yourself to do it.
Yeah,
and we just get lazy, and it's not exactly on the top of the list when it's 30 degrees out.
So advanced fire starting skills, I would say. So then the next one, you're gonna This is something, you know who else needs to get better at this? Is Jeremiah Stringer.
Oh my God.
I need to get better at packing up camp faster. But you know what? We went with him, and I didn't feel so bad about my speed.
Yeah.
He's packed up by like 11.
Oh my God.
That's kind of a funny one.
You know what my method for my madness is for this, and this is how I force myself to get my stuff packed up quicker. But none of it matters.
Do you do it while you're drinking coffee?
You do it while you're drinking
I'm gonna
coffee
start doing
or
that.
while you're boiling water.
Yeah, I think doing it slowly while you ingest coffee, I think is the key.
And plus, you get moving, you get warm.
Yeah.
But everyone needs to realize none of that matters if you've got a Jeremiah Stringer in your group.
It doesn't matter. You could be ready to go to 8:30, but if he's not getting up till 11.
We just need to leave him.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, this is another one that I think is true for me at least, but I wish I knew more about defense from other animals that aren't bears. So I don't know shit about snakes.
No, and that's the cool thing about Sam coming with us. He knows a lot about reptiles.
I don't really know what to do if you come in contact with a mountain lion, right? Do you? I know you don't run.
Are you talking about like if it's attacking you, or
If it's just a mountain lion's coming at you? Like I'm not. You're like I don't like not like it's got its head on your throat. I mean like you see a mountain lion from 10 feet away. You just back up. Like do you make a lot of noise? Do you not try and startle it? Do you back up?
you know, I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea.
Exactly.
I have no idea.
Would you like to know more about that stuff?
For sure.
Snakes too.
Yeah.
So just more about deadly animals that aren't bears. Next one just applies to me, probably you, because we just don't do it, but like heavy mountaineering, snow backpacking, ice axie stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
Snowshoeing.
I don't know anything about that stuff.
Polks.
No, nothing.
We don't know anything about that. I'd like to know more about it.
We always joke like this will be the year that we do like that we'll go somewhere where it's like serious winter, and then we went to Wisconsin and it was like 50 degrees, but there was tons of snow.
There was tons of snow, and like setting up camp in the snow is different.
We learned a lot there, but we didn't cross the threshold until like a little bit more mountaineering with like ice axes and climbing peaks and stuff like that. So I don't know anything about that stuff.
Yeah, something we suck at because we've never done it.
Yeah.
All right, and the last one is I've been watching so much Adventure
I know.
Archives.
I just saw this, and this is one of the things I love about them.
And this is something I think of all of the skills we talked about. This is probably one of the most important ones. Would you not?
I agree. We need to do better at this.
So we suck at, and we wish we were better at general botany.
Yeah, identification
of plants, what you can eat, what's poisonous, what certain plants growing certain places mean.
Just being able to talk of like this is whatever and it grows naturally here, and you don't see this over. I mean that part of the Adventure Archives videos are just so amazing.
Yeah, and I think that might be the most important survival skill. Yeah, potentially. Just knowing what you can eat, what you can't eat, and then more what you're saying, like if you see a plant in this area, like what does that mean?
I just think it's cool knowledge to know, not necessarily from like a survival. Like
I agree, it's cool. Yes,
I just think I have a lot of respect for people who spend that amount of time trying to learn, learning that stuff, because it's really cool, and it's also pretty freaking interesting on the trail. Like whenever we see a random snake and we're like, "What's that snake?" and then Sam sits there for 5 minutes.
Sam will
like,
know what it
and
is,
he'll lecture us on it. I'm like, "Oh, that's really interesting."
I think I can recognize a pawpaw plant now.
I can yeah, it's got the big leaves.
Yeah.
So those are gross, by the way.
Yeah, I've never eaten one. But
I have.
They apparently taste like chicken.
No, it tastes like a pear, but not as explosive of a flavor, like more dull.
So it just tastes like a shitty pear.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
That's funny.
Do you know that Ohio has a Pawpaw Festival?
Yeah, I do. I know that from them talking about it in the Adventure Archives videos.
I shout out to my brother-in-law who goes to that every year. So
really?
Yes.
That's funny.
I know.
So that's it. That is backpacking things we suck at.
Yeah, we suck.
Backpacking things. Backpacking things I wish I was better at, and I think I can spend some concerted effort getting better at them.
Yes. Maybe we should download like a botany app, so like where you take a picture of it and recognize it.
Those a lot of the good ones you need cell service.
It's a start.
I know. I thought about that. Or taking one of those like thick ass manuals.
We should take like, something like every 10 feet. All right, guys.
Yeah, we gotta stop.
Stop.
How many leaves does it have? What's the vein structure? So that's it. Let us know your thoughts.
Yep.
Let us know how we can get better at some of these things. If you want to talk about,
make a recommendation on some resources.
if you want to talk about stuff you suck at, let's talk about it. Let's be honest with each other. Okay?
Be honest. It's lockdown.
It's
Time
lockdown.
to be real. Be transparent.
All right. We will see everybody on the next one.
Bye.